because it's no longer public. All right, so let's get to another public issue. You know what I mean? Like, shoot your shot if you love her. Let me see where we at with it. Where we at? Where we at? So we're gonna slide over here. Hold on. Hold on. We're gonna
Yeah.
hold on. Let's restart this video.
Answer the podcast. I am so glad that. No, cause he make me feel like, bitch, how old is you? Like, grow the fuck up.
Oh, he get
do,
you with
yeah,
that.
he do that to me. Then he
That's
makes me be like,
fucked up.
okay, let me, cause I used to pack my shit up. Like, bitch, I'm leaving. Fuck you.
That's
Fake booking the
me.
flight. Really never booked the flight. Fake booking the flight. Like, calling my manager, like, yeah, bitch, book me a flight home. Fuck this nigga. You know, calling my mama, throwing shit, breaking shit, fighting, and then like, now you gotta stop me from leaving. But I was never going nowhere.
Oh, yep, you a toxic
Like,
one.
pull your gun out and show me, like, bitch, leave. I wish you would walk out the door.
Right.
Like, I'm not
She
gonna
from
do
the
this
Shy.
to
She
you,
from the
like,
Shy. She's from Chicago,
you already
folks.
put your gun
Where
out.
damn where's she from?
I'm gonna just sit down because I got a son. I'm not trying to die. I got a son. So I'm only staying because I got a son. I don't want you to shoot me.
That's the most Chicago shit I've ever heard in my life. I've never. That should be like under the Chicago flag. It should be just like that.
Yeah.
A Chicago love story.
No, because he was.
A Chicago love story, right? Uh, let's just start here with Miss Ari Lennox. Ari Lennox, not Ari Lennox. Ari the Don. Sorry, Ari Lennox. Apologies. That ain't healthy. If that's what you need for your partner to prove to you that they care about you, I'm going to need for you to go to therapy and get the healing. I'm going to need for you to take some time to yourself to figure it out. I'm going to need for you to take some time with your son and raise your son and show your son true love and see that agape love, you know, that unconditional love that you receive from your son, and understand that you can receive, you know, about 98% of that from somebody else, because yeah, there are going to be some conditions. Gonna be some conditions now. Only your kids and God gonna love you unconditionally. Now your partner, couple conditions, but that ain't gonna be the whole thing. I need you to go feel love, pure love, real love. You need to search for real love, someone to set your heart free. Real love, you need to search for some real love, because doing all that carrying on for what? What does it accomplish? I'm gonna leave. I'm packing all my, and now all you gotta do is unpack it. All you gotta do is unpack it. And then you keep doing it, and one or two things happen. It gets ignored. It's like she's not going anywhere. So have your little tantrum, do your little thing. I'm gonna sit here and chill. And when you get done, we can have a responsible conversation as adults, right? Or you're gonna get hit with that what you don't want. This ain't what you want. All right. You need some help packing? What Robin Harris said? You gotta go. You know what I mean? Like, if that's what you want to do, you can pack up, you can get the hell on, and here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna give me that key? Which, no, fuck it. Keep the key. You'll come back. It won't work. Bada boom, bada bang. And I, and then the host is like, bro, that's that Chi-Town love. Yeah, I'm the same way. Well, both y'all the same kind of stupid. Y'all remember when I talked about that strand of stupid? Everybody got a strand of stupid. Well, them two stupids got the stupidest strand of stupid. You gon' if you don't try to kill me to show you you love me, you don't love me. Oh no, you don't love yourself. Uh, Ari, do you need a hug? Do you need some positive reinforcement? Because what you got going on That ain't it, sis. That's not the move. You deserve better than that. You need to let that hurt go, sis. If you need somebody to pull their pistol out and say, girl, you ain't leaving me. Where my pistol at? I guess I ain't bringing it in. Cause I was gonna pull my pistol out on the podcast. Like, hey girl, y'all users ain't leaving me. I be damned if my listeners leave me, boy. It's gonna be some smoke in the city. And I'm gonna be 38 hot, but I carry a 40. Now, how crazy is that you want attention so bad that you want somebody else to pull out a gun, a weapon that's been used to kill partners? You got to understand, like, I know somebody, one of my mother's co-workers, early 2000s, domestic violence incident. And bro, I remember the day. I mean, plain as day. I remember seeing the lady. I remember her outfit the day before she passed away. The day she passed away. Being at home, getting a phone call, and it's storming crazy outside. Then the sky goes all nuts. And she was killed by her husband, who then killed himself. How many times have we seen this? And you playing around like, hey, no, man, I want you to pull that thing out and prove to me that you love me. Hey, money bag. I'm sure you won't hear this, but I'll post it and I'll tag you in it. What's that? 2355. Where my pen at? I'll write it down in my notes so I can come back here. 2355. Look here, man. If that's what you're doing to prove to your girl that you love her, like a girl said, you don't love me. You don't love me. I know I love her. Like, hey, bro, I wouldn't even give her that satisfaction. Because if that satisfies her, then you should satisfy yourself and receive your satisfaction from elsewhere. Because that's not okay, man. That's not healthy. You say, I got a son. Well, what if your son's in the house and you pull one of these stunts? Kids are a product of their environment. We are a reflection of our parents. We tend to end up looking for what our parents had in a relationship. So is that what you want your son to look for? You want your son to be the guy who pulls out the pistol and be like, hey, shawty, you know what I mean? You gonna stay, you know what I mean? I want you to be here. You know what I mean? It's a money bag. If you pulling out that pistol, you a sucker. Straight up. That's some sucker shit. Unacceptable. But let's go to her response to all this. That's what really threw me off, man. She said, I got so much power over the internet that it's scary. Out of all the funny and real shit we talked about, y'all chose the topic of guns. This is so sad, and it's proof that y'all just want to really bash a motherfucker. Y'all find the negative shit in everything and try to blow it up. I was exaggerating. Nobody wants a gun pulled out on them. Please shut the fuck up. Well, you're not an actress yet. I'm sure somebody will give you a movie gig. And you're going on a podcast saying you want your man to shoot you. What do you expect? I mean, what do you expect people to take away from this? Like, you said it, so they ran with your words. So you're saying that you lie? You're saying that you make anything up just for content? I mean, it's one thing to do it in your music, but it's a whole nother thing to do it in an interview. You just think we're gonna assume that you're lying? If that's what you think we're gonna assume, then you're an ass. And this ain't a you and me. No, you just the ass. Not the ass that you bought, that you paid for. No, no, you're just an ass. Like a donkey. Like that don't get a day that Charlotte Fraud, the idol god gives away. Yeah, you one of them, a hee-haw. Or what's his name? Carlos Mencia, the joke still you addicted to. I stole that from Carlos Mencia, by the way. Make sure he knows that somebody stole one of his jokes, you know. Like, I mean, when you let him know that And then whoever he stole that from, you let them know that too. Okay. Yeah, I mean that's what you are. You don't stop that. Now stop that. Cause you a and you have that much power over the internet, bro. Do you know? Like, it's one thing you're popular. You're popular. So yes, you do have some power over the internet. But when you say some wild stuff like that, and then you're speaking on one of the most popular rappers in the game right now, you got people going, "Damn, bro, Moneybag pulling out the strap on a girl just to keep her there." Well, sucker. Let's get to this next post.
One, you're ugly. You don't even have a man, first of all, who wants to pull out a gun on you, especially to not leave. Nobody wants to do that, okay? Not to you. Nobody even cares about you that much to do that. Two, y'all are in the comments like, oh, when I was in a relationship, this boy put out. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. We don't care. We don't care. We do not care at all. Like, we don't care. We don't care. We don't. We just don't care. One time my boyfriend, so what? So what? And now what? Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Y'all trying to victim. You want to be a victim so bad. Why you want to be a victim so bad? I know I look crazy. Y'all don't know about it. But like, we do not, I swear, I promise to Jesus, we do not care. Like,
Hold on, I think I got one more. I got one more here just to finish it out. Let me see.
Into the podcast. I am so glad that this got all this attention because my girl about to blow up, and that's what it's really all about. Like, nobody cares about, all the negative stuff. Like, let's stay focused on what this is really about. This is about my girl podcast is going up. Like, it's lit. All y'all with
It's lit. So hold on. There's a few things I want to pull out of this. Like, I'm going to go on the last, I'm going to work my way from bottom to top. So what she last said, what it's really all about is making my girlfriend podcast lit. So you hop on a podcast, you tell lies just to blow up your girl's podcast. Is that what we're doing in the content world today? Do I just need to bring somebody on Big Baby's podcast to tell a bunch of lies? Do I just need to drop a couple $100? Yeah, a couple hundred. I ain't dropping too much more than that. When somebody come in here just lie and then make my show, like, get my numbers going crazy? Or should I just come up on here and lie just to make my numbers go crazy? Or at what point do we have integrity? I get it that the clicks make the money. I get it that the downloads make the money. I get it that the impressions make the money. I get it that Ari makes the money. Like, her name brings money. I mean, part of why I talk about her is because, you know what? People care about Ari. So let me talk about Ari. I'm just not going to praise Ari like the people do. I'm going to wipe her ass off my forehead because she's nothing but sweat. You know what I mean? It's that stuff that I guess you need to keep you cool, but God almighty, it stinks. Art is the type of topic that I need to try to relate to the people who I don't necessarily wake up and want to talk to, but man, talking about this shit stinks. Or it sucks. I'm pretty sure she does that too. Maybe even the gun barrel. Y'all better stop playing with me. Because I can make a joke. What his name? What's good to say? I can make cocaine. Yeah, boy, I can make a joke, man. So if it's all about the clouded, man, if it's all about blowing up, then man, y'all go for it. But at some point, I feel like you gotta have morals. You gotta have, standards. You gotta have dignity. You know what I mean? Like, what is your worth? But then maybe where she comes from, money's the motivation. And no matter how you get to the money is what you do. Fortunately for me, shout out to my mom, shout out to my dad, shout out to my family. I grew up fairly comfortable. I grew up middle class. So my desire to not be broke probably ain't the same as everybody else's because I ain't never been like real broke before. Like, I done definitely not have money in my bank account, but I knew where my next meal was coming from. I knew where my shelter was coming from. I was still well taken care of, and I knew where my next paycheck was when my next paycheck was coming. And if I didn't, I knew that somebody would take care of me. And that sounds real privileged and entitled, but I promise you I'm not. Because my mama struggled too, but she struggled in a way that, still took care of me. And she took sacrifices for herself, unlike some of you parents, so that I didn't have to feel the pain of the struggle. So maybe I'm just speaking from a place of privilege, of middle class privilege. I understand like how people can sell out for clout. But when she starts talking about oh, you ugly, you don't even have a man that want to pull out, man, shut up. Just shut the fuck up. That might be the dumbest shit that's ever came out of your motherfucking mouth in your motherfucking life. And I didn't even plan on speaking on this podcast like this. Sorry to my Facebook listeners. Hey, Pops, if you hear this one, I'm sorry for the foul language. But, I mean, you understand. I had to keep it funky with Shawty because she's stupid. Hashtag team stupid. But I think she did bring out a great point. People want to be a victim. Nobody actually cares. Guess what? Nobody cares what you're going through, except for the people who care about you. If I don't know you, care less. I can come on here and talk about topics, and I promise you, I can like talk about them. I can provide nuance. I can do all this cool podcast shit. But when it comes down to like the raw topic itself, when we get down to the bare bones, I could care less what actually happens to these people that I don't know. Now, Dolph, I cared about him, RP Dolph. But Ari, I want you to be in a happy relationship because I want everybody to be in a happy relationship. But I promise you, I'm going to go to bed at the same time tonight as I would if your relationship was good or bad. I know you don't care because you just put it out there. But for you people who think that people care about you, if people don't care about you, they don't care about you. The ones who truly care about you, they care. But when you got to go to social media, you got to go to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, to get people to care about your problems, more times than not, they truly don't care about your problems. So if you're looking for people to care there, then you should go elsewhere. Ooh, boy, I should be a rapper. All right, man, I've talked about this entirely too long, man.